Hey everyone, you're watching Ash on Comics. My name is Ash. And here's another comic. Number 58 of Nightwing, aka The Nightwings, marked by the Joker's daughter. I thought this was a cool cover. Pretty cool. I like this concept of the Nightwings. This is going to be a subjective thing. Some people like it, some people hate it. But I think Nightwing's been running around solo. This is a cool shakeup. I want to see where this story goes. I want to see where this idea can take it. So let's move on. Oh, good freaking Lord. No one wants this. Go away. So we're at Bloodhaven Memorial Hospital, and we see one of the Nightwings talking to one of the other Nightwings. And I don't know their names well enough. They're not really hammering it home. I think this is Zach. They need to have like special Nightwing names. I think that's one of the problems here. But this guy is not sure about being a Nightwing for whatever reason. He's having second guesses. Yeah, whatever. But something's going on. And he's like, you're going to have to wait until tomorrow. Those people down there are screaming, panicked. Any cops are a good 8 minutes away, even after someone calls 911. But you aren't calling, are you? I'm alerting the rest of our team. Look, he's got a little Nightwing watch. And it looks so cheap. It's like a little Casio. Like, really? It's okay, but whatever. It's a comic book. So if we remember right, the mayor was the Joker's daughter, captured him or whatever, and messed him up, and then put a bomb on him and sent him in. And he's like, help me. And they're like, oh no, it's not the mayor, it's Councilman Pollard. Oh God, it's Councilman Pollard. He's gone mad. Someone help us. Oh no. And the Joker's daughter is looking at, her little secret room with all the monitors and laughing. Ha 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 ha. I really hope she's not actually the Joker's daughter. I don't know much about this character. I hope that she's just some deranged lunatic who thinks she's the Joker's daughter. Like, it's all in her head. She's some sort of like copycat, psychopath. I don't want to have Joker actually have legitimate family and goes into his origin. Some people keep trying to like, we got to have his Joker origin. And no, the Joker is so much better when he's just a mysterious machine of chaos and no one actually knows where he comes from. But anyways, so here we see Rick Grayson with Detective, forget his name, the guy who started up the whole Nightwing team. And they're like, oh, I thought we were a team. Oh, we are if we need you, but until then, take a hike. Well, blah, blah, blah. So Rick's like, that's kind of cool. I'll just drive my cab, and these guys can handle it, and I'll just show up when it gets really tough. So he's driving away, and the next thing, I'm commandeering this cab. Oh, and I'm going to commandeer you. We need you. And he's like, wait a second, I thought you only need me for emergencies. It is an emergency. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So they're going to show up, and my plan, they'll never stop me. And oh, the door's welded shut. We can't get through the back. Oh no. All right, so here we see the girl Nightwing character with her sister. I don't know what the hell's going on. They're investigating something else, and they're trying to get a hold of her. What are you doing? She's like, my job, because she's they're real cops. Meanwhile, back to the actual story. They're trying to figure out how to stop this guy, so they knock him out, I guess, with an axe. And then he's like, oh, please, I don't want to hurt anyone. And he's like, oh, I see that now. You're not holding a detonator. What's going on? So I guess they're like, okay, we're going to defuse this bomb. And she's like, not so quickly. And then there's, it's an earthquake. What's happening? And so this book just kind of goes on. And, they're trying to thwart her plan. And so some of them are trying to defuse the bomb, and Rick goes to explore. She jumps in. They get in a fight. And Rick's like, I guess, not having it. I don't know how she could be a contest for him anyway, but so we see now they're trying to defuse the bomb. Dun 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 dun. Sorry, I'm just making my own little tense music moment there. Nobody cares about that little gal in the street. Are you serious? How does blowing up this club hurting any of those people help anyone? So he's trying to like talk her down, and because she's like, she's doing it for the people, right? That's this whole, I'm going to blow up people because you guys ignore homeless people. And he's like, what? So he's talking her down. Well, you don't need to do this. Cry me a river, grease paint. You and your friends come here swinging when these overstuffed turkeys are threatened. But when the homeless need help, you turn away. Just like Daddy turned away from me, his own daughter. But after tonight, he'll have to notice me. All right, so overall, this issue was pretty just by the numbers. Here we see, some typical standard comic book action. Rick Grayson kicking the villain. They're defusing the bomb. Everything's under control. Oh, wait, it was a trap all along. The communicator that got off her turned a smoke bomb. Oh, she got away. Which means she's not done. So if she comes back, we'll be waiting. We'll all be waiting. Is that right? Well, someone told me protecting the city is an ongoing responsibility. I may not be Nightwing anymore, but I'm part of the Nightwings now. And now he's driving his cab, and he comes across someone, and he's, lights off, ma'am. That means I'm off duty. I'm sorry. I normally use rides. Barbara Gordon? No way, this is a coincidence. Nope, I was looking for you. I need a ride to the airport, and I was hoping you'd have time for an old friend. You're leaving? I'll make time. Hop in, some blah, blah, blah. It's like, again, it's all paint by the numbers. And she's talking about the events, and she's like, I'm surprised you didn't show up as Batgirl, blah, blah, blah. And she's apologizing, no. And, so you're the best. It's just emotional validation here. Oh, thanks, Babs. It means a lot. La, la, la. Drives away. Next, Old Flames. And that's the end. Now, this storyline, I like the new Nightwings thing. I like kind of where it's going. But this storyline, work. Great, my pad's frozen. This storyline, like I said, it's just kind of a by-the-numbers basics thing. It feels very much like a fill-in story. And the reason I say that, well, because of how it plays out, but also knowing the next book starts Dan Jurgens' run. So Dan Jurgens is taking over Nightwing, and that's presumably a good thing. Dan Jurgens is a good writer. And I think that Scott Lobdell was just sort of filling in. They're like, okay, before... It's kind of like when James Robinson filled in on Detective Comics before Tomasi started. He's just like, oh, okay, I'll come up with some story about Two-Face and Firefly and blah, blah, blah. And it was like standard stuff. Like, not good, not bad, just keep the book going until we can get where it needs to be. And this sets up the premise. So I'm guessing that either the editorial staff at DC or maybe even Dan Jurgens, I don't know, was like, here's where we want to go. And Scott just sort of create the bridge to get us there. And, here's 6 issues you got to fill. And Scott's like, all right, I've been doing this for 30 years. I know what I'm doing, and he does this basic book. And it's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. Just, it's average. It was like a C+, B- book. Hit or miss. If you're not really into Nightwing, this is probably not going to win you over. I jumped in because I'm curious about what's all going on, and I do like this whole Nightwings thing. I see like an enormous potential for this to go. It could either nosedive and fall on its face, or it could turn into something really cool. I'm going to give it a chance, see what Dan Jurgens does, and hopefully it's good. and I'll tell you next time. Until then, thanks for watching. Leave your comments below, please. I love feedback. Tell me if I'm doing something wrong. Tell me what I'm doing right. Do you want to see more of? What you want to see less of? Hit the thumbs up button. That always helps. Share videos. Do whatever, This is all about conversation. So I just like to interact with people, like to hear what other people are thinking. And I'll see you next time. Thanks very much for watching.